Well, I'm gonna make some deer sausage today. I have 20 pounds of shoulder and trimmings off the leg and neck and all that I've been saving, vacuum packed in these packages from a doe I killed. And then this is pork butt and some pork fat I bought at the store and some salt pork. So I've got 15 pounds of it. So I'm gonna make a mix of sausage links made out of hog casing and collagen snack sticks. And the mixture is gonna be about 60-40, 40 pork, 60 deer. And I got the pork butt cut up and the fat. The trimmings are already trimmed up to where all I gotta do is open them and put them through the grinder. So both of them are ready to grind. All right, I've got the deer out of the packages. And as you can see, I had trimmed it up before I stored it and sealed it. Now, one of the secrets to doing all this is you got to keep everything cold and chilled. So the pork butt I had bought, I left it in the refrigerator overnight to where it was really good and cold right now. And on the deer, it was frozen, but I let it thaw out in the fridge to where it's still half frozen. It's got ice crystals all in it, but I was able to break it all up. So it's the best to do it this way when it's cold. If you're not, you can put ice in it while you're grinding it. You got to keep everything cold, but it grinds a lot better if it's chilled and stiff, or kind of like this, partially frozen. I'm gonna turn it on, and this is a 1-horse grinder, Bella's. It's a machine. I got the coarse cutter on it. That's what I use mainly. I don't even use a smaller cutter. I just regrind it till it's ground up. It goes through a lot faster. Doesn't get clogged on that small grinder. This is for pushing the meat through the hole if it gets stuck. Okay, that's the first pass on the pork. Now we're gonna do the deer. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up a little bit. I didn't use it a minute ago. Okay, that's the first pass on the deer, first pass on the sausage. So what I do now is mix them together, and then I'll run it through a couple more times so it all gets mixed. First thing I'm gonna do is I put it in the big deal, and I'm mixing it together some with my hands. It's cold. Hands are like ice. Just let the mixer do all the work. Just feed it in there. Or the grinder, rather. All right, the second regrind's finished. So it's a little bit better mixture, smaller. One thing you'll notice, I was using the stuffer paddle a lot more because as the grain gets cut into smaller chunks, it doesn't feed through as fast like it does as big chunks. Big chunks, it grabs it and just sends it through. This has to have a little more help. It'll get through, but it'll speed it up if you use the paddle. So I'm gonna re-grind it the third time now. Starting the third grind. Okay, the third looks good too. I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, I'm gonna run some ice through it to clean it out. Well, I got it all ground. I've got some ice on it. I'm gonna put it back in the fridge for a while. Let it cool back off. Plus I'm gonna take a break and I'm through with the grinder. So I've got a stuffer that I'm gonna use now. So I don't need the grinder anymore. So I'm gonna take it apart, clean it up, and wash it and everything. Put it where it's ready to go back into storage. Okay, mixing up the spices. I don't buy pre-mixed. Come up with my own blend a while back. Different kinds for pen. This is gonna be hot, spicy snack stick. The main thing's Head Country Championship Rub. That's the base. That stuff's good on anything you put it on or in. And then I've got crushed red pepper, spicy Mrs. Dash, cayenne pepper, sugar, dried milk for the binder, black pepper, and nature seasoning. And I use a lot, way more than what most recipes tell you to use. Every time I've tried to follow recipes, they're real bland to me, so I've basically doubled them or sometimes tripled what they said to put in them. And I'll get this ready and put water in it and let it blend a while. And then when I'm ready to do the stuffing, I'll get the meat. Well, I'll actually take the meat out here and blend all this and let it sit a while. Put it back in the fridge, let it blend some before I stuff it. This is what I put in there. I'll tell you the amounts later. Well, I'm gonna wet the spices down. I'm gonna start with 5 cups of water. Smells good. Pretty thick. That's the way I want it though. That's 30 pounds of meat it has to season. So I want to get, at least I do, I want it to have a lot of flavor. That's good. I think it's gonna be just right. So I'm gonna let this sit here a little bit. Then I'm gonna get the meat back out, mix it all in, and see how the consistency is. It's how wet, if it needs more water or some more dried milk for the binder. And but I'm gonna put it back in the fridge and let it set too a while. And I'll get the stuffer set up and ready to go, so when I do take it back out and it's where I want it to be, and as far as if I need to add any more water to get ready to stuff, I'll start stuffing. I'm going to use Collagen's snack stick casings. These right here. Got these at Academy. You can get them at Atwood's too. A lot of places sell it. And then I got some natural hog casings. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not yet. Depends on how much I end up with. I like the snack stick better. We'll see. Whatever I have left, I'll probably use the hog casings. We'll see what I do. All right, I got the meat out. I weighed it. It's exactly 30 pounds. And I got the seasonings ready to blend in. So I'm going to blend them. It's cold. Really cold. That's good though. That's the way we want it. I tell you, it'll need a lot more water before we stuff it. Hands are numb. Gonna put it back in the fridge for hour or something. Get the stuffer out, get it ready. Well, I'm looking at half a batch. I got another half in the stuffer. This is a stuffer. It's got a foot pedal. And I filled it. I got the texture right on that half batch, wet it up. I got it stuffed. Now what I do is I put some ice on the top of it to help push it on out through when you get to the bottom. Plus, this stuffer from Cabela's I've had trouble with the seal here. And it leaking around the seal real bad, and I've tried all kind of stuff. And what I've found works the best is to put ice in it, and then I put bread all around in it. And when I do that, it seals it off and it doesn't squirt out. And then when I get through, I just pull it out, chunk it. So I'm fixing to do that, get it loaded up, get it back in the machine. And I've got the collagen already on the end of the stuffer. Got some more here. And so when I get it set, I'll come back and show you. Got the stuffer set. I've got it started down. I got it started into the casing. Tied a knot in the end of it. Foot controls down here. And I got it set on low. So I'm gonna start running it out. The other thing I do, our countertops are quartz. I put water on it, makes it slick. So when I'm bringing it out, it slides on here real easy while I'm working it through. It's all going good so far. Got it adjusted right. When you get down near the end, you got to slow down, let the pressure kind of build off of it, or you got to put it in reverse and back up, which I also do here in a second. If you don't, it'll all end up running out on you. Okay, there's my first string. Okay, there's another one. You can see how it's going and how this is all working. Still lots in here for the 20 pounds, so I'm gonna reload it, but I'm not gonna film any more of this. I will film, if I switch to hog casings, I'll film some more. Stuffing is finished. I got all snack stick and I got it all done. It's a lot, right at 30 pounds worth. And now I'm gonna put it in the fridge, covered up, and I'm gonna smoke it. Not sure if I'll do that tomorrow or the next day, but I'm gonna get that smoked. Once it's smoked, then I cut it up into little baggies, vacuum seal it, so you can take them out and eat them as snacks. I'm about to start smoking the sausage. I've got the smoker loaded up. I've got some hickory chips and oak. I make sure I use mainly oak, some hickory for flavor. I got some of it soaked in water, some dry. I got the chip box lit with match light, and I let it burn down. Then I put my chips and stuff in there so it starts smoking immediately. And then I got just the flame, the gas parts, just to help keep the right temperature. Anyway, my smoker's not big enough to get it all done, so I'm gonna have to do another batch, and I've got it pretty loaded. So I'm gonna put the smoke in, the chips, and the probe, heat probe, and get it going. Probe's in. I got the chips in, it's generating smoke now. Now just close the door, and I'm gonna smoke the meat for an hour. And then I take the smoke off to finish curing it. Finish the complete cure cycle. Here's the first batch cooked. Kind of hard to see out here, but now I need to get it cooled off so it'll quit cooking. And put some water on it. Stop the cooking process. Second batch loaded. Got more smoke started. Sausage is finished. Got it all smoked today. Time to bag it up. Started the vacuum seal process. Just making little packs. I'm cutting it up into just bite size, putting them in small packages. This is my Cabela's heat sealer. So there it is. It's gonna take a while. I got a few of them already made. Probably make a few a little bigger. Sometimes I leave them in the long sticks, but I like to do it the smaller because then you just take out small packs and you eat it up. Sometimes you get out the bigger stuff and you eat a bunch of it and you're kind of tired of it or whatever and you don't end up finishing it. The doggies like it because they get it. Finished with the sausage. It's all packaged up, ready to go in the freezer.